Ex-Wells Fargo banker George Coleman discovered a legal loophole in the financial market 2 years ago. A loophole that enabled him to rake in over $29 million, which he now calls the Automata Formula. A breakthrough so powerful, it's going to give users the power that only Wall Street bankers and hedge funds have. He's been offered millions of dollars to stop him from exposing this formula to the public, but he's decided to take on 30 lucky people over this 48-hour period, and today is the final 24 hours to gain access to his Beta Stage 7 tester group. His promise is that all beta testers that join will earn a minimum of $950 per hour with just 2 minutes setup time.
Before I go any further and reveal this secret free money method, I need you to promise me one thing. You don't share the information you're about to hear today with anyone, family, friends, not a soul. This method is so powerful, but only so many people can use it, and it simply can't operate if it reaches its full capacity of users. Once we reach 500 plays, this video will be removed, destroyed, and never be shown again. And yes, you will lose out on benefiting from this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So, if you are watching me right now, count yourself very lucky. Imagine for a moment waking up each morning and seeing bank balances like this, and this, and this, and this. That would be an absolute dream, right? Well, today, your dreams may just come true. This secret free money method has generated me over $25 million online in the past 12 years alone. I think it's fair to say I live a very comfortable, luxurious lifestyle, and I don't have to answer to a boss or anyone for that matter. But today, it's not about me. It's about you and why I'm offering you this life-changing opportunity. Please, keep in mind, this is not the typical garbage that all these fake gurus try to throw down your throat day in and day out. Why? Because there is nothing to sell here. Yes, that's right, I'm not selling a thing. So please, put away your credit card now. Go on, close your wallet, put it back in your pocket. You won't need it to make life-changing daily profits like this, and status-altering monthly earnings like this. In the next 3 minutes and 43 seconds, I'm going to offer you the opportunity to pull in $950 per hour from just 2 minutes of setup time. Yeah, that's right, $950 per hour with just 2 minutes setup time. Now think about that for a moment. What kind of job could offer you over $20,000 per day for life with zero experience needed? Sitting here, I can't think of any. This type of money can completely change your life overnight, giving you the ability to buy your dream home, your favorite car, your around-the-world vacation, or whatever it is that makes you happy. Picture yourself for a moment raking in profits like this, and this, and even this. In a matter of days, payments like these will change everything around you. Now, I'm sure you've heard the term money talks. Well, believe me, you will experience this every single day. You want to party at some of the hottest clubs in the world? Boom. They'll have the best table in the club waiting with your name on it. You pull up to the club, they'll open up that red velvet rope and skip you to the front of the queue. You want to make a reservation at one of the best restaurants in town? No problem. They'll open up the private room just for you. This is 100% possible by using the exact same formula I used to rake in, now hear this, $29,976,882 in 1 year. Now, without sounding greedy, I was a bit pissed off as I was just short of $24K of making $30 million. Now, do I have your attention? Good. Because you might be lucky enough to get your hands on the real thing. I've done everything in my power to make sure this exact formula doesn't get to the wrong people. So if you're watching this video, it's because I wanted you to watch it. It's because you are the perfect person to take advantage of this life-changing opportunity. Now, if you pay close attention, I'll explain in just a few seconds how you might be able to start making huge daily incomes today. This is nothing like you've ever seen or heard before. It's got nothing to do with internet marketing, forex trading, or stocks, and it's definitely not risky gambling or MLM marketing. Those things will burn a hole so big in your pocket you only wish you saw this video a lot sooner. Believe me, I know. What I'm going to reveal to you is going to make a lot of so-called gurus extremely angry. But I don't care. These guys have been scamming the hard-working, honest folks out of as much money as they can. It's time I lifted the lid on all of them. Now let me guess. You may have even been burned yourself. Am I right? You may have bought a phony software that continued to lose you money until you gave up in despair. And even though you were disappointed and angry, you tried another system by another guru, and the same thing happened again. Now, it looks great on paper until you go live, and you have to stay glued to your computer screen for hours and hours, or you can't make trades because you just don't have the time. So you start to wonder, is it something you're doing wrong, or is it in the system? It feels like you're banging your head against a brick wall. You want to scream out, does anybody actually make money online? It's not like you're asking too much. All you want is to make an easy, consistent income without having to risk your life savings. Something that can fit into your busy life schedule, even if you work all the hours of the day and still make a nice profit. So, why is it so hard to make money online? Why do so many phony systems fail? And no, it's not your fault. Why do they never live up to the hype? Well, today, I'd like to show you why most systems fail, and I'll even show you which systems to avoid like the plague if you want to keep your hard-earned money in your pocket. You see, I know what it's like to be continually scammed, over and over again. I know how it feels to be the guy on the outside looking in on the other people getting richer and richer and having no idea of how to get a piece of that action. Well, not anymore. Now, if you got any brains in that hard head of yours, you should be asking yourself, what makes this guy different from all the other greaseball scammers out there? Well, I could waste both our time and explain until I'm blue in the face about how I'm different, but I prefer just to make it clear and simple. I'm going to let you see for yourself exactly how you will earn life-changing money every day of every week of every month. Until you're so stinking rich, you won't even know how to spend your money. I'm being serious. Money will flow into your account at such a rate, you will wonder if you can even spend it. You see, I know just how it feels to be the guy on the outside, desperate for a change, struggling to make ends meet, worrying about bills, stressed about my small paycheck. Now, I sincerely believe every person should have enough money to buy their home, drive their own car, and provide for their family, to enjoy your life. I believe every human being deserves this chance to live a good life, a life of freedom and choices. Not the rat race life like you're born into and trapped in until you die.
Holy crap. I'm at a loss for words. This software is unbelievable. I've been a trader for about 4 years now, and I haven't used a software that makes me win this much all the time. Have a look at my profits. I've just made maybe a few $1,000s just this week using this software. It's unbelievable. I've never used a software that made me so much money like it does today. If you're looking for a software, I would highly recommend you go grab it right now. Don't waste your time. Don't even bother looking anywhere else. This is the one for you to make money.
Now, if you move fast, you can copy Mike's success in a few minutes from now and begin earning life-changing money. But first, I'm going to lift the lid off of something the fake gurus would hate for you to know. See, unlike the system you just saw Mike using, most systems are actually very scammy. You see, they are actually programmed to work against you and lose your money. Now that's shocking, right? You see, what people don't realize is these phony gurus don't care if you lose all your hard-earned money. In fact, that's what they want. So they release these dodgy, scammy systems and you load it with your hard-earned money and boom, within a few trades, it's been wiped out. That's pretty shady, right? Now they're going to hate me for revealing this, but I don't care. It's about time somebody exposed their shady ways. I don't care what happens to me as long as all the scammy software is stopped forever. Now, if I get hate mail, then so be it. Now, take a look at how much money this system has made in the last year. Now, that's $82,191.78 rolling in every single day for the last 12 months. As you let the image of millions of dollars marinate in your mind, just think about how these life-changing amounts could help you. Now, let me throw a few words out that I'm 99% sure you've heard a few times. Let me think here. Oh yeah, glitch, loophole, anomaly. Oh, I'm sure you've heard trick a few times too, right? Secret system. Oh, that's only ever been used by the so-called guru. Are these ring any bells? Yeah? You've heard those fake gurus say these terms over and over again, haven't you? Let me let you in on a little secret. It's all garbage. Yep, all of it. It's all a sneaky ploy to make you believe their systems are tapped into a strange way of making money when in reality, it's just a tin-pot software probably designed by some kid who has no clue how to make money.
Hey, I've been asked to make a quick testimonial for my close friend and mentor, George Coleman. George allowed me to join his elite program for the Automata Formula System, which basically allows you to earn a consistent income online working from home. And I can honestly vouch for this system, as I'm sure I'm one of their top earners in the group now, surpassing just over 7 figures in profit since joining. So don't wait around for another moment. The doors are still open now. Get in now. I promise you that you won't regret it.
You see here, John, who is my highest earner to date, has decided to take action and is already on the way to banking over 7 figures per month. And as you saw, my system has drastically transformed his life, giving him complete financial freedom. And this, my friend, could be you right here, right now. Yep, I said earning insane profits like this over and over and over again. Just 3 years ago, I was in exactly the same position you are now. I was broke, I was unhappy, desperate, and frustrated, looking for a way out of the mind-numbing rat race that I was born into. I lost my long-term girlfriend. My father passed away, and I really felt like the whole world was basically against me. I was actually on the brink of suicide a few times. It got really bad for me. Luckily, I had a supportive family who helped me get back on track and made me realize how important life really is. I decided to quit my job as a cashier clerk at the Wells Fargo Bank, and I started my own advisory firm in my 2-bedroom apartment, calling it Automata Formula Group. I started the company off with a few clients who had followed me from my previous job. Now, as I hustled for more business, I began producing a regular newsletter with market briefings and investment notes. The quick popularity of the newsletter resulted in a growing list of corporations, pension funds, and others willing to pay me for my insights. Within 12 months, my reputation had grown so much I was able to convince one of the biggest banks in the world to allow me to manage a $5 million fixed income retirement fund. Yep, I hit it big time, the gateway I'd been looking for. Things started to get even better. I was contacted by a huge corporate firm asking for advice on its retirement fund, which was allocated primarily to stocks. I suggested a highly diversified investment strategy to reduce risk while maintaining a high level of returns. Shortly afterwards, I launched my first hedge fund with capital from two of the biggest corporations in the U.S. In the last 9 months, my company has developed several hedge funds targeted at institutional investors, including a public and private pension fund, university endowments, charitable foundations, and sovereign wealth funds. Automata Formula Group now manages $154 million in global investments, making it one of the largest hedge funds in the U.S. Now check this article, where we won the Best Commodities Hedge Fund Award in February of this year. Now this was a massive achievement and showed me that I can do anything if I put my mind to it. Hard work, discipline, and dedication is what drove me through all the rough times. And here I am today to tell the story. It's crazy, right? I mean, I know how it sounds. So why am I telling you all this? And why should you even be listening to me? Well, how would you like to earn profits like this, day in and day out? Or how about living in a place like this? Or even better, driving a car like this? Are you tempted yet? I bet you are. Well, this could all be yours, and more if you are lucky enough to get your hands on what I call the Automata Formula. Yes, that's right. The Automata Formula is a tiny piece of software created by my team that predicts with 98% accuracy if a trade is going to be going up or down. Yes, it sounds a little too good to be true, so let me show you a few live testimonials from some of the top earning traders that use the Automata Formula every day.
I used to be a stay-at-home mom with barely enough money to pay the bills. Well, that's all changed now since I started using the Automata Formula system. Just check my profits, and this is only over a few months. Me and my daughter are living the dream thanks to George, who allowed me to test his miracle system. Thank you so much again.
Hey, George. I really want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to join your Beta 7 tester group. I've been trying to earn a consistent income online for the last 4 years. I've been cheated, scammed, and lied to, and was literally on the brink of giving up. Automata Formula has changed all that, and I truly can't thank you enough. Whoever is watching this video, take my word for it. It's the real deal.
So, as you've just seen, my students are all banking big profits on a daily basis with very little effort, as the software does everything for you. Besides running multiple hedge funds, I trade aggressively in binary options, bringing in millions a year in profit. In fact, I broke a few records on Wall Street, and not so long ago was nicknamed the Golden Eagle because I could spot a golden trade from a mile off. After a year, one of the top CEOs at Bridge Lending, a financial institution, had invited me to his mansion in Cannes. It was there I realized just how much money could be made. This exact guy was worth an estimated $3.2 billion. This guy was in a whole new league. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, my lifestyle is amazing. But this guy's life was totally insane. I mean, he owned 4 super yachts, 26 supercars, 3 jets, and 7 mansions. I mean, this was how the billionaires were living life. I just couldn't believe my eyes. I suddenly began to feel poor, even though I have a fortune over $50 million. That sounds stupid, right? But I always strive for bigger heights. Now, it's not greed, it's ambition. I always aim to be the best at everything I do. Now, if he can do it, why can't I? After spending the weekend with him, he grew very fond of me. He knew I had several successful hedge funds and had heard rumors about the software I'd been using to profit massively trading in all commodities. The next decision I made completely changed my life again. I decided to open my own binary options trading firm, giving him 40% equity on the grounds he shared with me all the tricks and secrets of the trade. This was his field, and it's what helped him become a multi-billionaire. So not only did I have an extremely generous investor, but also one of the best business mentors I could have ever worked with. Now have a look at this deposit that was made earlier last week. I received these payments like clockwork, week in, week out. At first, things were going so well, I was making anywhere between $300,000 and $400,000 a day. I was on top of the world. Reservations became as easy as snapping my fingers. Courtside seats were just a text away, and don't even get me started on dates. Whereas in the past, I couldn't even get a girl to look at me, let alone date me. Now dates were an absolute breeze. I'd walk into a bar and I'd leave with 3 or 4 numbers. Then it all came crashing down. The banking crisis hit and everything changed. I lost $27 million in 8 hours. Bang. It was like a donkey kick straight into the gut. Nothing hurts more than the sobering thud of hitting rock bottom. I was back to square one. I was broke. I was washed up. I made a plan to make it all back in half the time. I was called crazy, nuts, insane. But I knew it was possible. I'd done it once before, so I knew exactly what it took. I just had to figure out a way that automated my trades with 100% no risk. So, in other words, every trade I make is guaranteed to win. That way I could leverage my time and scale up the trading exponentially. So, the time it took me to create my first wealth could be made in a faster time period. Now, luckily, I had $100,000 saved in a banking account that I had forgotten about, plus my co-partner agreed to fund $500,000 in return for an extra 10% equity on the company, giving him half of the shares. This was perfect for him and for me. Well, I had no choice. And to be honest, a man that is worth billions, quite frankly, I didn't want to piss him off. I used the funds to hire some of the best developers in the world to work alongside my team and create a system that I knew would guarantee 100% winning trades. The developers created it with the specs that traded exactly how I wanted it to. It wasn't an easy road, but we got there. Boy, did we ever get there. The beta version made $273,461 in its first day. Not bad, right? But it still wasn't perfect. I was making a minimum of $300,000 per day in my trading firm, so it still wasn't there yet. We ran more tests, we did more diagnostics, and we recalibrated the algorithms so that the software became 38% more responsive and 64% more accurate in making successful trades. The second version made $384,921 in its first day. Now, we were making progress, but I wanted perfection and would stop at nothing less. The software had to be 100% accurate on all trades placed. And my team continued to develop the software even more until the software reached $422,283 profit in 1 day of trading. This was more than I'd ever made in a single day of trading. I knew it was almost ready. Now the next thing I did, well, it's going to really shock you. All of my friends and family kept insisting I should sell the software to the major trading firms and global banks. Anything making this much money would be worth hundreds of millions of dollars to a corporation like that. But something inside me just didn't agree. At least not yet. I still thought the system could be improved. And that's where you come in. In order for me to really perfect the system to how I envision it performing, I need your help. My team needs to run more tests and more diagnostics to get the software to 100% accuracy. I want every user that trades with the software to win each and every time, and the only way my team can do that is with more case studies. Me using it just isn't enough anymore. That's why I'm opening up the doors for 30 lucky people to become beta stage 7 testers of the Automata formula system for the next 12 months. Over this period, we can collect enough data and continue improving the system. Now, guess how much I'm going to charge you? Nothing. Yep, not a single penny. In fact, I'm even going to give you money. Now, you heard right. You will have money deposited into your Automata formula account upon activation. I know, call me crazy, but I want to set some kind of incentive to prove just how powerful this system really is. And like I said, I need your help to take it to the next level starting here, right now. Sometimes opportunities like this sound too good to be true. And I can completely relate to feeling like that. I can assure you this is no scam. No BS, or a get-rich scheme to take all your hard-earned money. It's in fact a simple way to become rich quickly and live the life of your dreams. We all have dreams in which most people never get the chance to fulfill them while the 0.1% get to. You, my friend, have the opportunity today to join the 0.1% and have access to a long life full of financial freedom. Take a look at the money this system has made in the last 6 months. Take a good, hard look at these profits and really start to visualize the changes this would make in your life if you were earning the same amount. Take a look at these daily profits as they come in and day out with no work whatsoever. Just you switch it on. Sit back while the system generates profits like these every single day like clockwork. Now, if you are smart enough, you'll ask yourself, how is this actually possible? Well, the answer is simple. The system will only trade when it's 100% certain it's going to win, which means each and every time the Automata formula system trades, you are guaranteed to make big profits like this each and every time. So today, you might just get lucky enough to grab a free beta tester copy of the software. This system isn't the usual scammy crap you see all the time being advertised on the internet where fake gurus try to exploit people like you with these useless scripts that no longer work. All they do is make you trade high and lose money while they're getting richer and richer behind the scenes. They will feed you with, excuse my language, bullshit about complex algorithms, timing glitches, undiscovered loopholes, while in fact they are taking you on a wild goose chase. The real truth behind making real money each and every day like this is trading in small increments, while the other scammy programs are designed to make you trade high and lose your money every time. This simple method has brought in over $14 million for my students this year and will continue to bring in more each and every day like clockwork, as my system has been almost perfect to do just that. Pretty incredible, right? Can you think of another profession that allows you to set and forget and come back to profits like this? Now you can see why I'm so excited. You don't need any skills or experience to replicate exactly what I've done here. But there is something that you need to do. You knew you had to do something, right? All you need to do is enter your email address into the form below right now. Now, as soon as you've done that, you can begin profiting from the same system that has generated over $14 million for my beta testers already.
Hey, I'm making this quick testimonial for George Coleman, CEO of the Automata Formula. George invited me not so long ago to trial out his beta stage 7 software. So far, my profits have been incredible. Here is a recent screenshot of how much the Automata Formula has made me in profit and is growing by the day. George, I can't thank you enough for the invitation.
Now, lucky for you, I made it super simple for you to get started right now. Enter your email in the box on this page, hit the button. So, go ahead, do it right now. Type your email address in the form, then hit the button, and you will be taken to the secure download area where I will meet you with your personally branded copy of the Automata formula system. In just a few moments' time, you will be making daily incomes like this. But it's only going to happen if you act now. I can understand your excitement right now. The thought of becoming a millionaire, it's a great feeling. But you must act now if you want it to become your reality. There are only a few places for grabs on my Stage 7 beta testing round. After I have my allocated users, this site will be removed forever, and so will your chances of becoming an Automata Formula millionaire. If the thought of losing this amazing opportunity scares you, then I strongly suggest you act now and enter your email into the form below and meet me in the secure download area. I'll see you on the inside.